They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my access. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Just dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bellows.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to folk off. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. We colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Shower, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I want it black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head off, nigga. Pray where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is effective. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. Time war, we gonna run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young gang. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite their hand and feet, so you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your covers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified rubber's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I enjoy. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
We want no cowards in our camp, that would let their colors fly. We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die.
Let's go. One.
Push it out. Let's go. Push it. Stop for y'all. Push it.
When I say down, you drop down to your chest. Oh, 45.
Oh, he put him in the tent.
All right, take it first.
Damn.
There you go.
Those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they trade that bitch, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole thought. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Throw them boys, we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole fuck. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and with the speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, niggas been down since day one. We run up the band, speech like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole thought. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
You boy. You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be play with me, then my heart can gon' let them have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Hey, what's good, Zariah, man? What's up? Get your ass up. Oh, man, you always do. What's going on, man?
What's good, Red?
Hey, man, they was clowning you at work today, man.
So?
I mean, we watched the video a couple times, but we really couldn't tell if it was you.
Yo, how's your eye?
Oh, it's cool. God damn!
What's up, Rock? What's up, Rock? Yo, let me get one of them flyers, man. Man, I ain't giving you shit. You better get the hell out of here before Cat Pop come out here. Man, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to come to class, man. Why you acting crazy?
Man, you need to go do that.
Man, I ain't giving him shit.
Man, what? Man, you ain't gonna give me shit. We need brothers to come to class.
Damn, man. Ite me yato me taro tato. Man, you fucking racist, man. Give me this goddamn flyer, man. You acting crazy, home.
Man, fuck you.
Oh, shit. Tebow, nigga.
What?
Who? Tebow.
Oh, damn, I ain't been to class in a minute. Shit. Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bike. You got on my ties, homie.
I ain't got nothing. I thought you already collected the time.
I did, but I want Red's 10%.
Stall him out.
What's up, Red? You got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. You got something.
I ain't got. Hey, man, that's messed up, man.
Shut your ass up or I knock your ass out.
Yo, Tebow, man, that's messed up, man. Give him his money back.
What money?
Right now.
Hey, man, why ain't y'all help me?
Yeah, man, I paid my tithes.
Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
What about the time he took the tithes from me in Rod's backyard?
Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your ass down, man.
Man, I got mind control over Tebow. When he here, I pay my tithes. But when he leave, I pay my tithes.
Man, damn, man. I should have just paid my tithes, man.
Man, that nigga gonna cry at the car.
Should have paid his tithes.
Shit, real shit.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rocking this shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 VJ. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be turching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the street. Tell y'all let's do the street. When nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us, hit the lead. He ain't one of us, he a preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
Shalom, Israel. The ISUPK presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh boy. Next, we got the children's party. Then, you know, we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The general's in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you got to pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids' party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Yeah, clap it up, clap it up. Back at it, we back at it. You know what it is, man. It's Preaching Officer Kakunga Bars out of the ISUPK, the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge, started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1969, underneath Commanding General Yohana. You understand? The home of the truth. You dig? And we are not affiliated with any other group. You understand? Not your Christian church, not your Baptist, any of the Christian denominations, not your left wing, your right wing parties. You know what I'm saying? Not your Black Panther Party. You dig? We are here out of the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Once again, we back at it for another Wednesday night law class. You know what I'm saying? Where we break down precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You understand? Therefore, we hate every false way. You understand? So definitely, you know, everybody hit the like button, man. Hit the share button so we can keep the algorithm going. Get this truth out here in the 515 area in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Get the algorithm popping. You dig? I hope y'all stay warm today. You know what I'm saying? Definitely last night and a little bit this morning, it was windy as hell out there, man. Shit. The snow was going horizontal almost. But shit, hopefully we done with that. I think it's supposed to snow one more time on Friday, but I don't think it ain't gonna stick because Monday is gonna be damn near 70 degrees out. You know how Iowa, we got that bipolar weather up here. You understand? But yeah, man, you know, we're gonna get into it. Let me mic check it. This morning, yeah, we're good on the mic check. You know what they got that. Yeah, we're good on the mic check. Yeah, man, definitely. Like I said, hit that like button, man. Shout out to everybody, you know. And yeah, we're gonna get straight to it, man. What's today? It's Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. Today's topic is the coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Of course, us in the ISUPK, we are a biblical-based school, and we do believe in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, you know, because we do teach that we must keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Because the Christian church, they don't believe in the Bible, period, actually. You know what I'm saying? But they claim that everything's all about the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand what they reading. You know what I'm saying? They cherry pick Paul's words and they misinterpretate everything. And then they got a false doctrine that comes from the Catholic Church, you dig, that has gave them a false representation of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You understand? His real name is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach in the Hebrew, which is the language that he spoke. When he was alive, he spoke in the Hebrew language. That is our language. You know what I'm saying? Before we came over here on the slave ships, you know what I'm saying? Before we was took down by the native Africans and the white man who conspired amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? It was a conspiracy, you know what I'm saying? They came together with one consent to take down the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel throughout the four corners of the earth. You understand? But before that, we were speaking Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't speaking English. No, we wasn't. English and our Native American brothers and sisters, they were speaking Hebrew also. There's a lot of archaeological evidence that proves that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we know that we are the 12 tribes of Israel through archaeology, through prophecy, and through history. You know what I mean? So it all comes forward. You know what I'm saying? And we just break it down and we just tell you the truth how it is. You know what I'm saying? And the enemy hates us because we tell you the truth. Like Christ said, am I your enemy because I told you the truth? You know what I'm saying? They try to label us a hate group. And terrorists and this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't harm no one. We ain't never burned no crosses in nobody's front yards. You know what I'm saying? We don't hang people. You know what I'm saying? We don't destroy property. All we do is get out there and destroy the lies that you built up. You know what I'm saying? We get out there in public, on the street corners, or we do it right here via internet. You know what I'm saying? We all over the place. And at by this time, of course, you done ran into or heard about the Hebrew Israelites by now. And hey, you want to ignore the truth, that's on you. Because guess who's going to be the one that's going to determine everything? Christ is. You understand? You want to be rocking with the world and living in this society, and this is the end all to be all. You know what I'm saying? Christ, he going to say, I never knew you. That's what's going to happen. And you going to be destroyed with the enemies. Straight up. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Christ, man, and the coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we do believe in the Old and the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? Christ, what do you think they was teaching out of when they was walking in the earth? They was teaching out of the Old Testament. There wasn't no such thing as the New Testament. Everything that he taught was in the Old Testament. So let's go over here to the book of Hebrews chapter 10. You know what I'm saying? Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7. Share my screen. And it says, Hebrews 10 and 7, this said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God. So he comes in the volume of the book. So at this point in time, there wasn't even no New Testament. So he was written of aforetime in the Old Testament. The whole Old Testament from Genesis to Malachi was written of him. You know what I'm saying? All the prophecies, everything that was leading up to the kingdom of heaven, even from Genesis to Revelations, is written of Christ. You understand? He says, then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. You know what I'm saying? To do thy will, O God. So that's why us in the UPK, contrary to your Christians, they don't never go anywhere past Matthew. They act like everything's said and done in the book, after the book of Matthew. And matter of fact, they only just stay in Matthew, and then they go to Paul's writings. They don't even do anything else. They don't open up the book of Revelations. You know what I'm saying? And certain other books. They don't do that. They just stick with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and a couple in Romans, and a couple of Paul's writers. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But he comes in the volume of the book. And the coming of Christ is not what people think it's going to be, unfortunately. A lot of people think it's going to be peace and harmony, and he's going to come and save everybody because they believe, first of all, they believe Christ loves everybody, right? So he's going to save everybody, and we're going to be in peace and tranquility and singing Kumbaya, holding hands. When that's not the case. That couldn't be any more far from the case. Now, the coming of Christ, when does Christ come? You know what I'm saying? That we got to look at the signs and prophecies of when that will be. And he laid it out for us. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over here to the book of Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24. And we're going to start at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So this is right before Christ was about to be delivered up to be crucified. And, you know, the disciples is wondering, Man, when you gonna come back? You know what I'm saying? And when's the end of the world gonna be? Because the end of the world, what world? Because there's more than one world. The world that they were speaking of at that time was the rule of the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that we had a kingdom that was promised to the children of Israel. You know, the end of that age, the end of that domain. You know what I mean? And Jesus, verse 4, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. So we don't need no man trying to deceive us. You understand? And what's some of those deceptions? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Yeah, so man, you know how many fake men of God that come around these days, and even just people in general, they claim that they Jesus himself. Like, good night, man. There's a show, you know, in the UPK with the brothers Captain Nazariak and them. It's called Cross the Line Radio. Y'all might not have heard of it, but if y'all have, look it up. It's definitely a nice show. Comes on Thursdays at about 9 o'clock our time, something like that. But anyway, there'll be all types of nut jobs that come on there. They swear up and down that they're the Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the second coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? There's been people back in the day, white men, of course, who claim that they was Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Having you sip the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? All types of madness. But don't be deceived. You know what I'm saying? Because many gonna come in my name saying I am Christ or I am anointed. The word Christ means anointed. Just like in the Christian church, there's a lot of people who claim that they of Christ, that they're the anointed ones. Oh, I'm saved, I'm holy, I'm anointed. No, you're not. You're not saved. Those who endure to the end, the same shall be saved. There ain't no once saved, always saved. You know what I'm saying? You have to endure until the end. Because you can claim, got baptized, you got dunked in the water, and then 2-3 years later, you might go back to sniffing cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Now, are you saved still after you done relapsed? No. You done broke the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Or God forbid, you go into some type of sexual deviancy. You could have, you know what I'm saying, doing all types of madness, LBGT madness, talk about I'm saved. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You celebrating Christmas, 4th of July, all these wicked pagan holidays that the Lord does not accept, and you thinking you saved. Get it, man, come on. Give me a break. Reading on. And ye shall hear of wars, and this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's what's going on right now. You understand? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. That's nationality against nationality. You understand? That's the Palestinians against the Israelis. You understand? That's the white man against the black man. Matter of fact, the white man is really against everybody. And kingdom against kingdom. That's Ukraine against Russia. You understand? That's North Korea against South Korea, because they're the same people. They're just two different kingdoms. And there shall be famines. Listen, but hey, the famine is coming. It's already here. You understand? Shit, damn, the price of eggs done went up 1,000%. You understand? And that's just light work. Watch when more famine come. And pestilences. Pestilences is what? Plagues. You got what happened a few years ago. COVID-19 took the world by storm. The whole earth shut down damn near overnight. And the shit ain't been the same since. That has never happened in the whole history of modern history. where everything just shut down like that. And earthquakes in diverse places. Man, listen, I could Google earthquake right now, and then probably earthquake happened this morning. And some random ass place we just ain't heard about it yet. But all these are the beginning of sorrows. You understand? And the end is not yet. You understand? But let's just go down. Because if you keep matter of fact, yeah, I said it right here. Verse 13. But he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You understand? It ain't no once you saved, you always saved. Straight up. So I don't know where the Christian church got that from, but guess what? You have to endure until the end, and you'll be saved. Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom. Now, who's the kingdom for? The kingdom's for the 12 tribes of Israel, no one else. We're going to rule the entire planet. Just like how America rules the entire planet right now, we're going to rule. That's our kingdom. And this kingdom of the gospel, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. So what do you think we're doing right here in the ISUPK? You understand? See, back then, there wasn't no such thing as the internet. You understand? So back then, the brothers, the apostles and them, they were going on horseback and going all over, walking for a long time, going from Rome to Thessalonica to Greece and to Egypt and all these different places. You know how you get a Bible and you see the maps in the back where it shows you like Paul's missionary. They was trying to hasten the time of the Lord and preaching about Christ and reaching out to the scattered tribes that were in all these nations. You know what I'm saying? Because the 12 tribes of Israel has always been scattered. So we're trying to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But guess what? The end wasn't yet, because there was too many brothers. Like we have brothers over here in Americas that's was over here who never heard the truth of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And then the devil himself went on a whole killing spree throughout the four corners of the earth trying to stop it. And, you know, he prolonged it for a while, but now guess what? We got technology now. You understand? And big ups to the men of the ISUPK from 1969 standing on them corners from every weekend or whatever day they wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Day in and day out, putting this truth out there before the advent of the internet. Waking up brothers in New York. You know what I'm saying? And now it's spreading like wildfire and they can't stop it. The internet is too everywhere now. So the kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom is getting to the four corners of the earth now. So the end is near. You understand? The end is near. The coming of Christ is upon our shoulders. Now, do we know the day? No. No one knows. Let's get that. It's right. Matter of fact, this is the same chapter. Let's go down. So yeah, just this whole you know what I'm saying? This whole chapter is good. So definitely read Matthew chapter 24. You know what I'm saying? But right here, verse 21, matter of fact, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. You understand? No, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved. So, hey, if the Lord didn't shorten up the time of when his coming would be, the white man would destroy everything on the goddamn planet. It would literally be like the Terminator, where all the AIs and everybody done took over. They still gonna build AIs and shit. It'd be like the Matrix, where the robots then took over. Because the so-called white man is bloodthirsty. They just a greedy bastard. You understand? But if the Lord didn't shorten up the time, nothing would be saved left. They'll destroy the entire planet. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So who is the elect? Israel is his elect, not you fake sanctified wannabe Christians. You understand? Let's get that real quick. Who is the elect of the Lord? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 4. This ain't really about the topic, but let's just get it. So Isaiah 45, verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. You understand? Who is the Lord's elect? It's Israel. Bam, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And that's just one place of many where it says Israel is his elect. You understand? No one else is the Lord's elect. So let's go back over here to Matthew chapter 24. Israel, for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. Not for everybody's sake, not for all mankind's sake. He said for the elect's sake. You know what I'm saying? And right here, reading on, verse 24, there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Listen, they have deceived the very elect. But guess what? The Lord has kept the truth preserved. So now you will never deceive the elect entirely. You know what I'm saying? Only a small portion will be caught up into the strong delusion. You know what I'm saying? You believing that God loves everybody. That's a strong delusion. You believing that Mary got miraculously conceived by the Holy Ghost, that's a strong delusion. You understand? You believing that all the things that the law's done away with, that's a strong delusion. You understand? So let's just get down. Right here. This is the end of verse 30. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. See, he's going to come with the clouds. What is the clouds? The clouds are the chariots of the Lord. What the world ignorantly calls UFOs. That's how the Lord's coming. He's coming in UFOs, and he's going to beam up Scotty, who? The elect. He shall gather his elect from the four corners. You know why it says from the four winds? Because Israel has been scattered through the four corners of the earth. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oops, I spelled it wrong. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12. So this is when Christ comes back. This is who he's coming to save. He's coming to save his elect. Who is his elect? I just showed you that the elect is Israel. So let's get that one more time. Where was we at? Oh yeah, Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect. Now we go back to Matthew chapter 24, and it says, he shall come with the clouds with great power and glory, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of the trumpet and gather his elect from the four winds. Who's the elect? That's Israel. Why does he say the four winds? Because in Isaiah 11, it says right here, which is all prophecy, it's all biblical prophecy, folks. Verse 12, 11 and 12. He shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. You understand? Because the outcasts of Israel, we've been dispersed. You understand? There's a lot of people who are Israelites who don't know that they're Israelites. They're basically Gentiles. They're living like Gentiles. And gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. You understand? That's why it says the four winds. I pray you understand, people. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Like it says in the book of Hebrews, he comes in the volume of the book. You understand? He comes in the volume of the book, folks. Going back to the New Testament, Matthew. So he's going to gather his elect from one end of the earth to the other. You know what I'm saying? Verse 36, Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. You understand? Nobody knows. So we ain't going to sit here in the UPK. We're not going to be like, man, we know that Jesus is coming on September 31st at 12:59 a.m. You understand? No. No one knows the day or the hour, not even Christ himself. Christ, he's sitting on the right hand of the Lord right now, just sitting there waiting. They're watching everything play out. The Most High sending his angels to do this, the angels to do that. You know what I'm saying? Moving the pieces on the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? And when the Most High God says, all right, it's time, go. Guess what? They're going to hop in them chariots. Boom. They're going to crack that sky. They're going to enter into the third dimension. You understand? Because they're in their dimension. We can't even see them right now. There's angels operating around you and you can't even see them. Yeah, unless the Lord gives you the spiritual power to do that, like he did, what was it, Elijah or Elisha? You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? But the angels don't know either. But when it's ready, when it's time, guess what? But see, we can see the signs of the times. That's why that Matthew 24 explains all the things that would come to pass that would lead up to the coming of Christ. You understand? No one knows the day or the hour. We ain't gonna sit here and tell you that. But like we brought out that scripture yesterday, for sure you could see that it's gonna be cold and it's gonna rain and this and that, but you can't discern the signs of the times. Yeah, we can. Those who's paying attention, those who got eyes to see and ears to hear, spiritual eyes, spiritual ears. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna understand the signs of the times. We see the wars and rumors of wars. We see the weird weathers that's happening. Now people want to say, oh, that's just global warming. Man, get that out of here. Everything is of the Lord. You understand? But no man knoweth the day or the hour, but the Father only. But you know, we could, this whole chapter is good, and I'm not gonna really waste all the time on this chapter per se. But I do you know what I'm saying, advise everyone to read this chapter. Verse 42 though, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. So that's why we keep watch. That's why we do like heavy content and whatever, and we always paying attention to global news, national news, local news, different things that's happening, because we're always on the watch. You know what I'm saying? Black Watch. Check out Commander General Yohana, the real Commander General Yohana. By the way, give him a hand, because I think it's Monday nights. You know what I'm saying? He does a show called Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? Where we keep our eyes glued on prophecy and what's happening. You know what I'm saying? The geopolitical aspect, everything. You know what I mean? It all ties in, because the kingdom of heaven isn't no place that you just die and you go to. The kingdom of heaven is a government. You understand? Let's get that. Matter of fact, let me see if there's something else I wanted to get out of this chapter. Nope, that's about it. But yeah, we watch, therefore, because you don't know the hour that the Lord comes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be just like the days of Noah, so shall the coming Salakia. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they thought it was all good. They was living their best life. You got to think that was thousands of years ago. And by the time Noah, the flood happened, they had a few thousand years of civilization occurring. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like they was just living in huts like you see, like, so what's the word I want to use? Like everybody was like cavemen living. No, it only takes so many thousands of years for mankind to come to where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So they had some thousands of years of building up back then. You know what I'm saying? So they was living their best life, doing what they want to do, sleeping with whoever they wanted to sleep with, breaking all types of the Lord's laws. But the Lord, he only dealt with so many people, like as he does today. He dealt with the sons of Adam. That's who the sons of God is. The sons of God was the chosen ones of the sons of Adam, his elect. The Lord always had an elect. And I just showed you who the elect was. Now the elect is the children of Israel, Jacob. You understand? And the prophecy is that we're going to run the planet. It's a government, the kingdom. So let's go over here to Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah chapter 9. Yeah, the coming of Christ, man. For every battle of the warrior is with confusion and noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See, the coming of this battle is going to be with fire. You understand? The Lord's going to destroy the earth. The first time when there was a time of Noah, guess what? It was he destroyed the world with the water, with the flood. But he said he made a covenant with man, and he said he'll never do that again. You understand? That's why when it rains on certain sunny, somewhat days, you see what in the sky? You see a rainbow. You understand? He set the bow in the cloud so you will always know that the Lord kept the covenant with man, that he would not destroy the earth with water ever again in totality. But because we got these wicked ass sodomites out here, you know what I'm saying? Wicked people, they done stole the Lord's signet in the sky, his symbol for his covenant, and made it to represent their sexual deviancy. That's a damn shame. You understand? But guess what? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All y'all who wants to be defiant against the Lord, you're gonna be burned with fuel of fire. You understand? Reading on Isaiah 9:6. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders." You understand? See, who's that child that was born? It was Jesus Christ, Hamashiach Yahushua. And the government is going to be on his shoulder. That's the kingdom of God, folks. It's not no a magic fairy tale. Not no thing where we walking in the spiritual realm. No, it's a government. Reading down to verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom. You understand? And who is that peace going to be for? The peace is going to be for the children of Israel. But when he comes and the earth will study war no more. You know what I'm saying? But when he comes, there has to be war. You understand? But during the 1,000 years reign, guess what? It's gonna be we're gonna be ruling this planet with a rod of iron. If you act up, you will be smitten. Straight up. It's just that simple. So that's what the kingdom of heaven is about, folks. You understand? But when he comes, there will be peace after the battle. That's what it says. What? When you go back up, it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So let's see what it looked like in prophecy. Let's stay in the book of Isaiah and let's go to the chapter 63. Chapter 63. So yeah, but he's going to be coming with burning and fuel of fire in the chariots, the clouds of the Lord. You understand? With his angels, and he's going to gather up his elect. So while he's destroying all the nations and all the kingdoms that are contrary to the Lord, guess what? We're going to be safe and sound in the chariots of the Lord. I can't wait for that day. I wonder what it looks like. Because you got to think the Lord's technology is far surpassed anything we could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? Man. So let's get it. Let's go over here to the book of Isaiah. We're in Isaiah, but let's keep going to skip over this chapter 63. And it says this. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? You understand? Why is it saying dyed garments from Basra? Who's Edom? Who is this that cometh from Edom? Edom is the modern day white, the biblical term for the so-called white man. That's who they're called in the Bible. Edomites. Just like us, we're not African American in the Bible. You can't find African American in the Bible. You can't find Chinese in the Bible. You can't find Iran in the Bible. The devil himself, they changed all the names of everybody on purpose in modern time, so you don't know who everyone is. Like it said in Matthew, that they might even deceive the very elect. Because if they still went by where Esau, everybody would read the Bible and be like, damn, you're the devil. We know what you are about. You know what I'm saying? If they still called us Israel, we would still be like, man, we're the Lord's chosen people. And so, you know what? We would try to come back to who we are as a people. That's why we do this, folks. Kind of going off on a tangent. That's why we try to wake up our people like, man, you know you're an Israelite? Yeah, you know, because then if you read the Bible, which most black people, they adhere to the Bible, but they don't really read it, but they claim they believe in the Bible and they believe in God. So if you read the Bible and you believe in God, then when you start realizing who Israel is, then maybe you would switch your shit up and try to get the blessings of the Israelites, who we are. But no, you know what? While we was in captivity, and guess what? The white man stole our identity. The so-called fake Jew, the small hats. You know what I'm saying? They done stole our identity. And they don't even call themselves Israelites. They call themselves Israelis. You know what I'm saying? Because they Israel lies. Yeah, the Israel lies. That's what they do. But let's keep reading. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. So he's traveling because what does it say? He coming with the chariots of the Lord. He comes with the clouds. Man, it's woo. He's traveling in the greatness of his strength. And wherever he go, hey, he's hopping out and he's destroying niggas. You understand? Destroying all these wicked nations out here. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel and thine garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? You understand? So why is this is the prophet Isaiah? He's like, who is this that's coming? And why is your outfit, your garments red? Like you was stomping in grapes to make wine. Because that's full of blood. You understand? Because that's how many niggas he done killed. I don't even want, matter of fact, let me rephrase it. That's how many people he done killed. He done unalived so many people that his whole body, because you know there's a scripture where it says he had on a white garment or something like that. But guess what? By the time he got done, hey, it was red. Let's get that. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. This is Revelations chapter 19. So this is like I said, he comes in the volume of the book, folks. So that's in Isaiah. Isaiah and Revelation is almost goes hand in hand in a lot of places. Revelations 19. I was going to talk about that later, but since we're in it, and it says in 11, and I saw heaven open up, and behold, a white horse. That's metaphorical, by the way. Christ is not literally going to be on a white horse. That's metaphor. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he does judge and make war. You understand? He's coming back to make war, people, not to be walking through the tulips with you. No, he's coming to make war. And that's what every nation that's on the earth. Because guess what? You think when Christ comes back and they get off the chariots, and let's say he just lands at the White House while Donald Trump's in the White House. And then he's like, you know how you see in the movies where the aliens come and they're like, let's talk peace or something. You know what I mean? Like, we come in peace. You know what I'm saying? You think, and Christ is like, yeah, we come in peace, but, you know, I am the Lord and Savior, so we need the keys to the kingdom. You think he's going to stop by every nation and they're just going to give him the keys to the kingdom? Hell no. They're not gonna willingly let go of their rulers. Oh yeah, and by the way, you white people now you're second-class citizens. Yeah, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Jeff Bezos, yeah, all your billions of dollars, Elon Musk, all of y'all billions of dollars, you guys got to give it all up and give it to mine elect. Yeah, the 12 tribes of Israel. Yeah, you know, JoJo and them that's in the hood, guess what? Now they're going to be raised up. They're getting raised up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm giving their inheritance. You think they're just going to give that shit up? Hell no. They're going to fight for that. They were like, what? Who are you? You're not my Jesus, not my Jesus. No, they're not going to give up their dominion. Christ has to take it. He already knows they're not going to want to give it up. No one has ever willingly just gave up their kingdom. In all of kingdomdom, and any kind of story, a history, name someone who just willingly just gave up their entire kingdom. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? No one. No, not even in the hood. Ain't nobody ever just gave up their block. Like, oh yeah, you can have all my trap houses. You know, I know you're an OG, triple OG son. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you was locked up. You know, you back out. I'm just gonna get they gotta go over turf wars. There might be a few small, rare instances, but overall, no, ain't nobody just giving up nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right, not in Nick of Town. Hell nah. Ain't nobody giving up a damn thing. So let's read again. Let's go back. It says, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. So he's judging and making war in righteousness, not in wickedness. See, these nations, they're going to make war on false pretenses. You know what I'm saying? Like with the devil, the white man is the devil. They create the problem to be the solution. They'll do a false flag attack, say that you hit the Twin Towers, and then now they at your doorstep making war. Doing a judgment and making war on you. Now they invaded your whole country, and it's really so they could take over all the poppy fields and spread their wicked democracy. There wasn't nothing righteous about that war. But guess what? The Lord does it in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Why was there many crowns? His eyes is a flame of fire. Why? Because he's pissed. They see what's going, like I said, Christ, no one knows a day or the hour when he don't even know when he has to come. So he has to just sit back and watch his elect be treated like dogs. He sees how these nations are treating the 12 tribes of Israel throughout the four corners of the earth. You understand? He sees how you doing mass deportations. He sees how you doing false imprisonment, the school to prison pipeline. He sees how you done lied about their nationality and told them that they are heathens. You know what I'm saying? He sees all that. And that's why his eyes are as a flame of fire, because vengeance is of the Lord's. And on his head were many crowns. Just like I explained. Why has he got a head of many crowns? Because he done took that. He done took all the nations down. But who's he going to first? Let's go back. Let's go. His first stop, he's going to Edom. It says he came from Edom and is with dyed garments. So when he stops to the white man's nations, He's coming back with dyed garments. Let's get to that. Back in Revelations, precept upon precept. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, by the way, man, anybody ever watching at any given time, any given moment, if anybody has a question about anything, we like to stay on topic, but if you got a random question, hey, put it in the chat, man. No sweat. You know what I'm saying? We definitely are open to any questions. I always forget to bring that out, but you know, no one has to hesitate to ask. But back to Revelations chapter 19 and verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. You understand? And his name was called the Word of God, because he has a vesture dipped in blood. Why has he got a vesture dipped in blood? You understand? Because he coming to trample on his enemies. And he could do it all by himself. That's why it says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon other white horses. These are the chariots, by the way. This is when it says horses, like that's a means of transportation. He told you he's going to come with the clouds, and the chariots of the Lord shall be many. You know, I could bring that out, but whatever. I'm not going to get all that. Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. See, because right away, Christ is coming to doing the damage. But guess what? The angels is going to help. They're going to do what? Let's go back to Matthew's. The angels is coming with Christ to get his elect. Matthew 24, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather his elect. That's the Lord of hosts, the armies of the Lord. They're going out while Christ is destroying certain nations. They're going out and gathering up the 12 tribes of Israel. And he's destroying. And his vesture will be dipped in blood. Let's go back to Isaiah 63. And it says, verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. So he's going to do it by himself. He's going to try. When it says trod the winepress, he's stomping on them. He's whooping them. He don't need no gun. Christ is immortal at this time. Well, they're going to try to shoot him with some bombs and some 50 calibers and whatever kind of weapon they're going to throw at him. Man, listen, block that. Hey, man, look, he's coming to try the winepress alone. And the people, there's none with him. You know what I'm saying? For I would tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. That's why it says right here, this is a precept for that. What does it say? And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. That's warfare. That's a lot of blood, folks. You know how much blood you got to have your whole vesture like it was dipped in blood? Good night. I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of that. Yeah, get the whatchamacallit. You know what I mean? That's a lot of blood. You know, just imagine like how much rain it got to be raining for you to go to the car and your whole body's soaking wet. That's a lot of rain. So imagine that's blood. Yeah, go ahead.
And along the same lines, it said about sprinkle, right?
Sprinkle
pomegranate, like to injure somebody where they bleed and their blood splatters. That's an incredible force. Because I'm like thinking of like, you know, horrific crime, but like beating someone or whatever. But it's a blow that gets that. So that's not like someone just getting tapped and knocked down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna tread them in his anger. I can only imagine the type of damage and how he's gonna do it, man. He might just be stepping on folks like bugs. And see, and y'all think Christ is gonna come back walking through the tulips with you? No, his vesture is gonna be dipped in blood, and his first stop is Esau, the so-called white man. Now I know a lot of you black folks, y'all love the white man. You want to save the white man so bad. Oh my God. You can't wait to go save the white man. You gonna be like, no, man, they could be saved. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we just gonna pray for him. We gotta pray for Donald Trump. We gotta pray for Vladimir Zelensky. We gotta pray. We gotta make America great again. We gotta pray. We gotta heal America. We went over that. What was it? Last week or the week before? That listen, if they could have been healed, Babylon could have been healed, but guess what? The pride of their heart has failed them, has deceived them. Yeah, his vesture will be dipped in blood. Going back to Isaiah, and he shall stain all his raiment at the end of Isaiah 63:3. Verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem has come. You know what I'm saying? See, the year of his redeem, who is he redeeming? His elect. Who was the elect? Once again, let's go back. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect. That's who his elect is. And it ain't never changed. It didn't change from the time of Isaiah to the time of Jesus Christ. No, his elect has always been the same. The saints has always been Israel, etc., etc. His chosen has always been the same. I hate to bust your bubble. You understand? Let's get it. Isaiah 63. Yeah, this is a good chapter too. You know what I'm saying? Also, which is actually, this is one of my favorite ones. I got a lot of favorites, but this is one of my ones because when I first read this, you know, when you think about Christ, you know, and with your indoctrinated mind, you're thinking like, oh yeah, well, you know, Jesus is just gonna save everybody, love everybody, and everybody's gonna be good. No, he's coming to dip his clothes in blood. Verse 6, 63:6. And I would tread down the people in my anger. Now, who is the people? See, people just thinking, oh, that's just a lot of wicked people. Yeah, it's wicked people. Don't get it twisted. But where does he say he's coming from? Edom. This is future prophecy, especially for all those people who would say, well, Edom was destroyed. Edom was you know, there's no more Edomites no more. No, this is a future prophecy of Christ. See, at the time, Jesus Christ was not revealed in the Old Testament. So that's why it says, who is this that comes from Edom with dyed garments? You know what I'm saying? His name and everything wasn't revealed yet. You know what I mean? So Isaiah's got this vision from the Lord, and he's like, man, and he's speaking in the name of the Lord at the same time. Yeah, verse 6. And I would tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. Yeah. So all their strength that they got, all your little space stations and all your aircrafts and this and that, and your fighter jets and your drones and your SpaceX equipment, all that crap that's out there. Listen, he's bringing your strength down to the earth. You're gonna be trying to shoot off ICBM missiles to stop Christ? No, that's not going to work. Yeah, man. So let's keep going. Where I want to go next. Yeah, so yeah, man, the day of his redeemed has come, man. I pray you understand. He's gonna be clothed in a vesture dipped in blood. That's gonna be his first pit stop. Is to destroy Esau. And then after that, listen, all the other nations is gonna be ready to go to war too. You think they're gonna want to give up their power? You think what's Xi Jinping or whatever his name is, the president over China, you think he wants to give up his power? No, they didn't made themselves to be just like America. You think what's his name? What's the Iranian? I don't even know the Iranian president or whatever they call themselves over there. You think he's gonna want to give up his power? No. You think the leaders of modern day Egypt gonna want to give up their power? No, Egypt's already been destroyed before anyway by the Lord. So shit, they got the records. You know what I mean? All these nations really got records of the works of the Lord. We're the only ones who don't got them. They're fighting over power right now. They know, listen, the Iranians, they know exactly who we are. It'll be in their best interest just to come out and be like, you know what? The white man is the devil. And they got the children of God in their possession. You know what I'm saying? You might as well come join the. Hey, listen. That's why the Lord in Exodus said these people have become great, and if war break out, we might join with the enemy. Hell yeah. What you think? We've been being oppressed for 400 years. If Iran all of a sudden said, all you niggas, man, listen, we're going to give y'all this, and that, and you guys got free asylum over here, and we got shit stored up ready for y'all. Come through. Matter of fact, we're going to send y'all money right now into y'all bank account so y'all could get over here and start your own shit. You think, man, listen. And they said, because they know you the children of God, you don't think niggas going to do that? But you know what? We don't even need your help. Because we know y'all ain't going to do it anyway. Because the Lord's on our side. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to trust in man. But guess what? Let's jump over here to Malachi chapter 4. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Listen, the Lord's coming to tear these people down. He's going to burn them with fire. Nuclear hellfire. You understand? Nuclear hellfire. Yeah, let me see. Yep. Do I want to get that just yet? But yeah, so I'm not going to go there just yet. But yeah, he's coming with nuclear hellfire. And he's coming to do damage, man. All these nations. And guess what? They're going to try to fight too. I know they're going to try to fight. It says it right here. Let's go. 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 13. Second Ezra. So Second Ezra is in a book called the Apocrypha. You can find that in your 1611 King James Bible, or you can get it online. You know what I'm saying? You can get on Barnes and Nobles and get the King James Apocrypha. You know, it definitely is canonical, and this is something you should read. because it shows you history, prophecy, all that. You know what I mean? But they take it out because they know that that's when the rule of the white man really started. Malachi, which is the last chapter of the Old Testament, is the end of the Persian Empire. And then the book of Maccabees and all that shows you when the white man first got into power. And it talks about Alexander the Great. And when they see that name, well, it really calls him Alexander, the son of Philip of Macedonia. But when you see that name, you're going to look it up. It's going to be, oh, that's Alexander the Great. Then history starts to be too close for comfort for them. Like, oh, hold on. Y'all can't be trying to put two and two together. You know what I mean? But verse 1, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there rose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So guess what? Who's that man? That's Christ. And he's traveling. Like it says in Isaiah 63, it says, who is this traveling in his greatness and his mighty? Yeah, let's just get it. Yeah, traveling. It says traveling in the greatness of his strength. So that's fast. That's what it sounds like. He's moving quick in the chariots. So right here, when you go back to 2nd Esdras, that wind, it moved all the waves. You know how you see on TV when like a jet or somebody's moving close to the water, and then when it goes, it's like the water just, you know what I mean? I don't know, that might have not have been a good description. You know what I'm saying? But let me see if I can find a description of that. Yeah, never mind. It's not even really that. It's not really even that important. But anyway, you get the point. I know y'all seen TV before, shit. But anyway, let's keep reading. So it says, and lo, there rose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. So who's the thousands of heaven? That's the angels. So like when you go back to Matthew chapter 24, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of the trumpet. He's coming with the armies of the Lord. You go back to Revelations chapter 19, and it says what? 14, and the armies which were in heaven follow him upon the white horses. This is all the angels and the armies of the Lord following him. And they're moving quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down. Verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. So listen, when he sent a command, boom, we burning you up. Oh yeah, over here, but he's sending out commands. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a great multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So now all these nations, at this time, it's World War III. World War III is happening. All the nations were gathered together. Oh, my bad. I'm not even showing my screen. You know what I'm saying? They fighting amongst each other, and bam, Christ is coming, traveling this greatness. They look and they're like, hey, man, we got a greater threat at our hand. Who knows? They might say it's aliens. You know, there was a time when, what was his name? I think it was Ronald Reagan. And he said that the only way that the earth would come together is if there was an outside threat. Speaking of aliens, quote unquote. That's why they even came up with the idea of aliens. They know Christ is going to come, but they just going to tell you, the everyday person, that it's aliens. And everybody's going to be up in arms saying, yes, we got to fight against the aliens. So guess what? All these people in these armies, if they ain't a part of the elect, you know what I'm saying? Especially those who's chosen by the Lord of the Israelites, you still got the mark of the beast on you and you fighting for that white man tooth and nail, you're going to be in that army too. And you're going to believe, like it says, that they could deceive the very elect. And you're going to be thinking you're doing the job for humanity. You think you're really fighting for humanity because aliens finally came. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be fighting against the Lord and Savior himself. Let's keep reading. And it says, they was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, but I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So listen, they're going to come against Christ to fight, and they're going to be booped. They're going to be like, man, what the hell's going on? Like, we ain't never seen no power like this. But guess what? They still going to fight. You know what I mean? They still going to fight. Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held his sword nor any instrument of war. You understand? Because, hey, listen, the technology that the Lord got is far superior than having a regular old gun or something. You know what I mean? He don't need that type of warfare. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down. I just want to get to the point. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was not to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. So all the men that was gathered in the valley of Jehoshaphat, guess what? When Christ came, they was all devoured with the fire. Just like it says in the book of Malachi, behold, the day coming that shall burn as an oven. And then also, when you go to the book of Isaiah, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning of fuel and fire. He's going to burn you with the fuel of fire. But that's after he goes from Edom and just crushes them and gets his garment stained. He's going to do that himself. You understand? He's seen this, the prophet Ezra, he's seen this, and he was afraid him damn self. You know what I'm saying? And then after all that, and calling to him another peaceable multitude. So who's the other peaceable multitude? That's the children of Israel. You understand? Verse 13. And there came much people unto him, wherefore some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through the great fear, and I awake and said, Thou hast shown me thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. You know what I'm saying? So now he done seen this dream, and he wants to get the interpretation of it. You know what I'm saying? But for time's sake, I'm not even going to get into it. But if y'all want, definitely you should read 2nd Ezra chapter 13. You know what I'm saying? But if you go down, Salakia, let me see. Yeah. So where it says, and whereas thou saw that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, it says, these are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land from the time of Hosea the king. You know what I'm saying? So the peaceable multitude that was gathered after he destroyed all the armies, that was the children of Israel, folks. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, when he gathers us all back together, like it says, he's going to gather them together in the chariots. Where's that at? Matthew chapter 24. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds. That's the peaceable multitude that was gathered together. Right here. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude, those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land. That's the house of Israel, folks. You understand? So the 10 tribes, that's the northern kingdom. That's Ephraim. And then when you go over here to Isaiah chapter 11, and it says the same thing. Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and he shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So he's going to get Judah from the four corners of the earth. Then he's also going to get the 10 tribes from the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And we're all going to be gathered. And he's going to destroy the nations, and then there's going to be peace. And then those who are left, we'll get into that maybe next week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost about that time. I got plenty of more scriptures, but for time's sakes, we could go do a part 2 next week. You know what I'm saying? It's already almost 9 o'clock. But hey, the Lord's coming. The vengeance is of the Lord's. No man knows the day or the hour. We're not going to, once again, we're not going to sit here and tell you in the ISUPK that, man, we know Christ is going to come September 27th at 12:59 a.m. No, it don't work like that. But we do see the signs of the times, and we do know what the prophecies are, how it's broke down in order. You know what I'm saying? In a chronological order. There's a sequence on how all these things will come to pass. You know what I'm saying? And how do you do that? Precept upon precept, line upon line. All of it works together as a puzzle. As you see, we'll be in Matthew. Matthew lines up with Isaiah. Isaiah lines up with Revelation. Revelation and lines back up with Malachi and Isaiah. And then Isaiah lines up with Second Ezra, et cetera, et cetera. You got to know how to fit all those together to understand the spirit of the scriptures. You understand? I pray you understand. Yep. But, you know, like I said, anytime any brothers or sisters, you know, got any questions or comments, man, you guys don't ever have to hesitate to ask. You did. This is an open forum. You understand? This is definitely an open forum. But with that being said, Israel, this is the ISUPK. We are started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. A rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. You understand? They are to be saluted only. You dig? They are to shed themselves of the world. And if they needed transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After that 6 months period, if a brother and a sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court one another. And after this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the heads to marry. And pay your tithes, man. Go to isupk.com. You understand? And that's 10% of all your increase. You know what I'm saying? That is a part of the law. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give a free will offering, you know what I'm saying, to the brother here in ISUPK, Iowa, you know what I'm saying? You could do that at $ ISUPK Iowa 515. Once again, that's Cash App $ ISUPK Iowa 515. You know, that's any amount you would like. That is not mandatory. And the upcoming holy convocations we got coming up. Matter of fact, I think that's next week. Yeah, next Wednesday at sundown, we have the Feast of Purim. Clap it up. So actually, we won't be talking about part 2 of Christ next week. The coming of Christ. We'll be going into the Feast of Purim. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely break that down. You know what I'm saying? What Purim is all about, where it's at in the Bible. You can find that in the book of Esther. You know what I mean? So we'll go into the Feast of Purim next week and why we acknowledge that in the Hebrew holy days. You know what I'm saying? And then following that, we have the Lord's 56th annual Passover. And of course, that's April 12th at sundown. And you know, I'm gonna show the commercials so you can get all the extra information that you need. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. ISUPK, the home of the truth. I pray you understand. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, with that, we're gonna give a salute to the men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Atah, Yahweh Star. We're gonna give a salute to the sisters, the Amajim, men of Israel, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Top Class is minister.
Hey, shalom, Israel. ISUPK presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh boy. Next we got the children's party. Then you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The generals in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you gotta pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, Jerome Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.